Well, hello, all you beautiful and you not so beautiful people too. How do you do? Uh, we are doing a kind of double test through, and I can already see. I think that we are going to have problems with this new camera mount. But also, I just got the Insta360 X5, and so we are trying that out, and we're gonna ride along to a log cabin and get some fucking barbecue. At least that is the plan. And no, I did not call ahead, and it is Mother's Day, so this might be a big mistake day. We shall see. And I probably should have took the stoplight. Oh, no, I got it. I'm going. So yeah. Nope. I am, like, my shirt keeps, like, trying to drift up and everything. I am not so sure about this now. Oh, okay. I thought my front camera turned off. It just, like, now it's showing the recording time instead of, like, the actual, like, view or whatever. I am really nervous about making this drive now because I did not think about, planning this out for today and it, like, being Mother's Day and all of that, and I am also, like, nervous because it seems like this new camera mount keeps, like, pointing the camera down, and looks like the X5 is, like, shaking all the boots, a little boot, and it's making me nervous. It's making me nervous. I hope it don't, like, foul up the footage, because this is going to be a, fairly long drive, at least, for a duder on a scooter. So we are going to see a boot it. We are going to see a boot it. And here we go. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. There it goes. A little bit like that. A little bit like that. I just got to keep my head up. I think I just got to keep my head up, as they say. So yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? How's your mother doing? It is Mother's Day, so how's your mother doing? I like this store right here a lot. Holly, if you're watching, that's the store that I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know if they got your Rainbow Bright or strawberry shortcake or whatever it is, your Pokemoms, but it's worth going in there and taking a look-see. Take on a look-see and see what they got. See what they got. That's generally what you would do. And this new camera move is making it kind of hard for me to see the speedometer, and that's definitely not good. But that's all right. We manage. We shall manage, as they say, or at least as I say. It's an epic fest. Did y'all hear about that? What's it called? The heterosexual awesome fest or whatever. Oh boy. There's a lot to dissect right there. There is a bumpity bump. There is a lot to unpack with that. I do believe. But I'm not gonna get into it, because today is all about checking out the hot mamas and the log cabins and the barbecues. Bump. That bump looked nastier than what it actually was, and we're okay. So, that is gravy, baby. That is all gravy, as they say. Good. And there's one pretty mama right there, I like the pretty mamas. Yabba dabba doobie, as they say. Get a hold of Scooby. That's what we do be. Or what we should be. Goddamn. This X5, it is windy, and this X5 is really bouncing around a lot. I keep looking down and, it's like bouncing all the boots. It does not seem very secure, even though, I mean, it kind of is, but it's, it's bouncy. It is bouncy, and, I hope that's not going to make this thing a disappointment, because I spent a good little bit of money on this fucking camera. It's like, and this is specifically, like why I bought it too. I paid, it was like $550 for this fucking thing. I did do a general VR test with it already, just kind of like me sitting out on the porch, and nothing I'm going to publish for sure. But, it seemed to do okay-ish, It's not stereoscopic, unfortunately, but I knew that going in. And, yeah, so this is also, at least if everything goes okay, this is, I'm planning on making this our first like ride along, regular, normal, oh god damn it, yellow light, flat, whatever you want to call it, not VR, and VR ride along. So we've never done a VR ride along, and of course, the last 360 camera that I had was the Samsung Gear VR or whatever it was called, and or maybe it was a Samsung Gear 360 or something like that, and it sucked. Like you couldn't use it, at least at that time, unless it was unless you had a Samsung phone, which I did, but and also you couldn't like download it from the camera to the computer. You could only do it on the phone, and it was just, the resolution was terrible. I think it was only like 1080p, and it was just, it was a really, really terrible camera. And yeah, so, this one definitely looks and, has a lot better features, but time will tell, and I guess this video will probably tell the story. I have, I can go, and I did not expect to get through that light that quick. Oh yeah, and I also just, you could give me a few fucking feet there, homie. Jesus Christ, man. God damn, I'm sorry, that was fucking close. If, I wasn't scared to take my fucking hands off of the fucking handlebars, I would have flipped that dude off, for sure. Fuck. But, I finally sold all of that gear, from the, storage shed, all of it. The dude bought all of it. And, of course, it got me roughly around $2,500. I owed my dad like $500. And then I spent the rest on a MacBook Air, a Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve micro color panel, and a couple small things like this camera and the helmet camera, the new camera helmet mount, which apparently I'm gonna have to do some fucky with or something, but oh man, so far the both the micro panel and the MacBook, pretty great. Okay, this is not our turn, but I did that mainly so that I could like edit out on my porch and be able to smoke while I edit, but also like if I get lucky enough to ever go on a vacation again or something, I'll have a little be able to edit and do everything I need on the go, you know. I did, if you watch that Test the Boogalooga, Tuga, Oonga Boonga, or whatever it was called, that I uploaded, that's basically what that was. I just took some old footage, and I, you know, sat out on the porch just to test it out. And, oh, yeah, this is what we need right here. Honeyfuckle Road, Honeyfuckle Road. That is where we need to go. Honeyfuckle Road. So this is the new path. And then we will turn again on workers' comp or whatever it's called road. The big thing is, you know, with taking this turn instead of the way that we did it last time when we went to Massanutten, is just that, you know, we don't have to cross through that goddamn trailer park. You know, I mean, the trailer park itself, like, isn't all that bad. It's just like all the fucking speed bumps and shit, you know. If you go back and you watch that video, you know, like my phone fell when we hit one of those speed bumps and fell down to my floorboard, and somehow it stayed on my floorboard until we got to the 7-Eleven where I finally noticed it. Talk about fucking luck. Talk about fucking luck, you know. Oh, we gotta slow down because grass shavings, you know. People be shaving out in the road, but that's okay because, you know, he just did that, so, you know, he's still mowing. I just chose a bad time to come through. I just chose a bad time to come through is all. So here we go. Here we grow. Here we grow. Good God, y'all, that Jeep was like fucking 5 feet. I don't think it was even 5 feet from me. Jesus Christ, you know. Just like fucking right on me. And, sorry, I won't harp on that, but, you know, that got me a little shook up. Because, you know, I don't want nobody to slam into me. That would be not good. That'd be not good. You know, I understand, you know, you don't want to get stuck behind a dude or on a scooter. I get it. But at the same time, you know, you got to give me more than like a foot if you're going to fucking pass me. You know, I mean, I can't go but so fast on this thing. I'm a duder on a scooter, you know? I am a duder on a scooter. Anyway, so when we get up here to the cabin, I am going to lay you guys down and love you so sweetly down by the fire. No, that's not what I was going to say, actually. What I was going to say is, you know, I'm going to try to, like, see if I can't fix the mount thing on this helmet, because it really feels like it's just pointed down and I'm going to get, like, capturing nothing but the road. And if that is what it does, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. We'll probably still publish it, you know, whatever. And hopefully this other camera isn't so shaky as it looks. Yikes. Yikes. You know, I should have done a small practice run instead of like going straight for the cabin. But, you know, it's like we're already, you know, more than halfway there, I do believe. So, you know, it's, I make it out like it's, you know, hours and hours and hours, and it's really not. But, you know, for a duder on a scooter, you know, it's a sort of lengthy drive. We got through here in like no time on my dad's truck. But, you know, my dad also does drive like a fucking demon. like a what do you call it? You know, like a Batman out of hell or whatever, you know, or a Bizarro World Batman, something like that. Oh shit, we get to glide. We are gliding. And down to the bridge. Very, if you can like call that a bridge. It's like a storm drain underneath of the road. Really, it's not a bridge. It's just, you know, I'll call it what I want. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I used to think that not Cinnamon Toast Crunch, fuck. What do you call it, the Cinnamon Life was Chocolate Life. I used to call it Chocolate Life all the time, and it drove my mama fucking crazy. She's like, Timmy, it's not Chocolate Life, it's Cinnamon Life. It's cinnamon flavored, not chocolate. And I'm like, no, it's chocolate. It is Chocolate Life. Chocolate Life, yo, Chocolate Life. And this is the bad thing, you know, like back here coming down this road, because this road is small. This road is as narrow as my brainy brain, I'll say. I was going to say something else, but, you know, I'll keep that. That thought was rejected from being said out loud. It was rejected. You know what? I am going to slow down for a sec and move my head up just like this so you guys can see the radio tower mountaintop. Oh, look at that, mama. Made it to the mountaintop. Adrian, or whatever they say. Actually, that line came from like after the fight, but you know, I always, for some reason, I think of that as like him like climbing to the top of the steps and yelling, you know, Adrian, Adrian, I made it to the top of the steps. Adrian. How you doing, son? That guy's out mowing his lawn, probably thinking, man, look at that dude. He is fucking lost it. I have lost it. I always say that, you know, like, you know, because it seems like I'm talking to myself, which, I mean, I kind of am, but, you know, well, I'm talking to the camera, but, you know, it's like it's so obvious that I've got a camera fucking strapped to my face and on the fucking scooty. You know, it's like, it's plain as fucking day. It's plain as fucking day. The Pocket 3 is a little bit more discreet, and I have literally had people saying things like, you know, that's not a fucking camera, you know, like the Crocodile Dundee dude, like, that's not a knife, like, that's not a camera. Yeah, it is, you know. Oh, that is a knife. You know, or something like that. We are almost here, and so I am keeping an eye out, because the maps made it look like there was like a back entrance or something. And yes, I do believe that this is a back entrance. So instead of trying to drive across the grass, or even worse, out on 33, I don't know if I'm supposed to come in this way, but this is the way that I am coming in. I am coming in the back door. I am coming in the back door. And I am going between the speed bumps. Again, you know, duder on a scooter. Duder on a scooter. And this is not where we want to be at the Thoisty Boigas. This speed bump will do. This is where we want to be. Sometimes you want to go where there's a fucking barbecue. I'm going to do something kind of dumb and park back here in the gravel, just because it's kind of hard backing in one of those spots, and like I don't want to have to back out to get out. So, you know, we're coming back here. Yada, 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 yabba dabba doo, or whatever they say. We'll be right back. Okay, so my helmet won't close all the way, but you know, we're gonna deal with it and just, you know, go as is. So I did, in fact, grab me some barbecue at this cabin, and there is some lovely, lovely, pretty girls inside, and that was cool. That was great. So I got me a pound of Carolina barbecue for later, and for when I get home, I got a barbecue, pulled pork. The pound is pulled pork too, if I said that wrong. I got a plate of pulled pork barbecue sandwich too, and for sides, I went with coleslaw and hush puppies. So hush puppy, this is really bouncing now, and there we go. And of course, it's going to bounce around too once we get to the, once we get back here to the back door again. And here we go, bump, bump. And let's see, I think this was the road to the back door. And I am going to avoid the speed bump again. Because, you know, I'm a duder on a scooter. I don't need the speed bump. I hate driving across the gravel like this, you know, but it's better than trying to go on 33. So, you know, so we're going out the back door like I've been sleeping with somebody's wife, you know, out the back door, out of the back door, into the back door, out of the back door. I don't know what the point of me stopping was when I did it in the middle of the damn road. But you know, it's whatever, and here we go, on the road again. I just can't wait to go home and eat some barbecue, my friend. I thought love was making love up with your mom. I can't wait to get on your mom again. I am sorry. That little sing-along got way out of control, and I am sorry. I apologize for that. And I don't know if I should be concerned that my helmet isn't like actually latched down. I guess it's the new camera mount isn't latching or something. We might have to go back to the old camera mount, and we also might have to figure out something better for this X5 360 camera. Because it is bouncy, 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 bounce. And I am trying to debate whether or not to stop by 7-Eleven when we get back and get a Slurpee. I might as well, because like, you know, I was going to save some money for the next ride along so that, you know, we could get some food on the next ride along. And I'm not going to have it. You know, no matter how you look at it, I don't think I'm going to have it. But I will have enough to get another Slurpee. So, you know, maybe fill the tank one more time. Maybe. So, you know, might as well stop and get a Slurpee, right? And that's probably where we'll end the video. You know, just ride to the 7-Eleven. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We will see when we get there. And then we will be square, all up in my underwear. Not really, you know. I am not going to force you guys to look at me in my underwear because I'm pretty sure that that would be against the Geneva Conventions. It's against the Geneva Convention. I kind of don't like this road, but just because it's so narrow, and you know, when another car passes by, I feel like I need to go off-road, but it's so much better than trying to drive on 33 And it's so much better than trying to cross that fucking trailer park. Again, nothing against the trailer park and the people within, even though they are packed in like sardines and pork and beans. But it's, those speed bumps, man, those speed bumps. I can't drive around the speed bumps like I did back there. However, I do want to say, on a positive note, I don't know what I'm doing here. It is good to know that there is a back door or a back way into the log cabin without having to turn on 33 at all, other than, the way we already came and will be at the end of, whatever. Well, not the end of this road, because we'll have to go back down, what's it called, Puzzle Butt or whatever road, Honeyfuckle. That's right, that's what it is, Honeyfuckle. And, and then down Turnpike right or whatever that's called, and Rockingham Turnpike or something. And then, then we'll have to turn on 33 from there, but for like all of about, I don't know, a couple inches. Well, it's more than a couple inches, but, it's what I do with it that matters. So, whatever, Steve. Driving through. I wonder if, like, one of these barns is where they found keys, because when the SPCA people or whoever found it that took her to the SPCA, whatever, found her, it was a barn, one of the barns around here somewhere. She was a barn cat from Elkton. So, I don't know which barn she was, but it could have very well, it's entirely possible it was that barn right there. I have no idea. But, she's my barn cat, and I love her. I love her very much. And she is probably going to scream sweet relief or whatever. Meow, 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 meow. When I come home, she will see me from the window while I'm still down in the parking lot and be like, meow, 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 come in here, Holman, you son of a bitch. It's Mother's Day. You can't just leave me alone in here. She's not a mother and I'm not a mother, but I'm pretty sure she would prefer me to stay home. Oh, look, speed limit is 2.5. I should really slow down. The speed limit is 2.5. I am gonna try driving with my feet up and awkwardly. This is why I usually dangle my feet, because it's easier to balance with my feet hanging off the side, but also like my knees are like right up at the handlebars. So it's like, but on the other hand, this is where I'm supposed to turn, I think. Goddamn, we got back to Honeyfuckle quick. Let me turn on my turn-in signal for some reason. Not that we need it, but we got back here quick. We got here back with the quickness or whatever. And hopefully it won't be another Jeep trying to run me off the fucking road again. That was fucking rude. If they had to actually hit me, oh my God, I would have sucked, fuck. I would have sicked keys on them. Jesus. I would not have sucked them, I would have sicked keys on them. Jesus, Tommy, phrasing. So, I should have asked them, where exactly the barn was that she come from. You know, it would have been a interesting tidbit to Loin. That would have been an interesting tidbit. And I like tidbits. Actually, you know what I prefer than tidbits? Like the whole damn tit, you know. But that's another wave and another ocean. And look, you know, the ride back is always faster for some reason than the ride to your destination. I don't know why that is, but it is, you know, and, you know, so yeah. So we ride, motherfucker. And so we ride, motherfucker. And I forgot to turn my turn signal off. So now it's off, you know. But maybe you don't know. I have no idea what you know. Like I said in a previous video, I'm pretty sure a couple people are dumb as bricks, and I'm one of them. You know, I am one of those people as dumb as a brick. And I don't know how dumb I don't know how dumb a brick is either. So, you know, that's whatever again, Steve. And I should probably brake and brake. Smoke them until got them. I would totally, you know, smoke while I drove if I could. But it's kind of hard to smoke with my hands on the handlebars and, you know, the mask over my face, you know, that all combined makes it kind of hard to smoke while I drive. You know, I'm just a duder on a scooter. So, you know, I'm just a duder on a scooter that dreams of getting a little bit of cooter. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And this, we are coming up on this one area where this one time a guy in a black Jeep tried to run me off the fucking road a while ago. And this, if you heard me mention it in a previous video, we're getting a Wawa. Look, they are building our Wawa. And fun fact, Apple Maps, they fixed it now, but they had this Wawa as like actually being open. And like I got all excited and I checked their website, there was nothing there. I checked Google Maps, nothing there. And you know, it was like they were the only ones that listed, that even had it listed, much less being listed as being open. So it's like, you know, what the fuck? It doesn't say no turn on red, but I'm waiting on it. So it seems like nobody behind me anyway, I don't think. So, you know, I keep saying, you know, even though, you know, again, I have no idea if you know. I'm pretty sure I could just go, but I'm not. Now I will. Now I'll go. Oh man, I'm gonna get behind. Well, actually, I guess it's better that I get behind these people than them get behind me. Because then somebody's gonna want to fucking pass me and try to run me off the road again. Alright, turn that throttle up. Oh, I think I can make it. And so I'm gonna make it. Oh, we made it. You know. I should get like one of those in-ear systems, like with my phone. No, I shouldn't, because, you know, I have problems sometimes trying to poop and walk at the same time, if you know what I mean. So, you know, that's probably not a good idea. I get in a conversation with somebody and try to be like listening to what they're telling me and pay attention to the road at the same time and run over a big fat toad. You know? I don't know. I sure don't. And yeah. Oh, here we go to that thing where it feels like I'm like wobbling again. See, that's why I don't like going past 30, because it like starts feeling like the tires are like wobbling. And you know, maybe it's all in my head. I don't really know, but I don't like it though. I don't like it though. I do not like it though. And bumpity bump, bump, bump. That's what I said. We're in a slump. Bumpity bump. And here comes a bump, bump. And another one at the end of the bump. It'll be another bumpity bump. Because, you know, we got lots of bumps. We definitely do. We got lots and lots of bumps. We have no fucking shortage of bumps. No fucking shortage of bumps. Oh man, I feel that wind. Feel that wind. And I mean the actual wind and not the stuff coming out of my butt cheeks. I am sorry. Leave a comment down below if you think I mentioned butt cheeks too much, or like anything that I mentioned too much. Let me know. Let me know. I am sorry. I was going 30 and it said 25. I forgot that we got into this part of town and the speed limit is 2.5 now. You know, it do be slipping my mind like that sometimes. It do be slipping my mind like that sometimes. Because that's what I'm good at. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. That was a biggity bump, bump. Probably because I should have braked first and I didn't. I did not. I did not brake first and I should have. And now I'm going to go cry about it and make sure that my phone is still in here. And yeah, my phone is still intact where I put it at. And look at that. We are not stopping at McDonald's this time. And I apologize to you guys that we are not stopping at McDonald's. But we got barbecue on my back. So, you know, we're not doing McDonald's. Plus, you know, I've got enough money left for a Slurpee. But I do not have enough money left for a Slurpee and McDonald's. Or just McDonald's even, you know. So deal with it, Stevie. Oh, I slid a little bit. Oh, I think we are going to have a couple cars to wait. Oh, I'm hungry. Shimon. Oh, look, I think we can get it after this Whitey here. I'm going, Whitey. Ooh, that feels good. I just waved somebody on. I don't get to do that very often. Actually, I do. I don't get to do it often because I'm not out very often. And am I in? It's hard to tell if I'm like inside the line because these lines is all like worn out. So let me. I think I'm inside the lines in the Luna or whatever they do to. All right, so I probably will come back to you guys here in just a minute. So biggity Buddha. So we are back on the way home. And so we got barbecue we got Slurpee, and I got to use my buy one, get one, because like, you know, I would get one, or, you know, use the buy one, get one, and, you know, get two for myself, take it home and like put it in the freezer or, you know, something. But I can't carry two Slurpees on here. I cannot carry two Slurpees because I'm just a duder on a scooter. And so, you know, anyway, so my neighbor and her daughter just happened to pull in the 7-Eleven while I was in there. And so I used the buy one, get one, and got them a Slurpee to share. And, you know, so that was lovely. That was lovely. I love giving back. I love giving back, especially because, you know, Miss Bonnie McBoo-Boo, like, always be feeding me and stuff, you know. Like, I almost don't need to buy groceries because between her and the girl I keep in the basement, you know, they keep me pretty well fed. And my dad brings me food, too. You know, so like I almost don't need groceries at all. You know, I mean, I still do. I say almost, you know, the almost part is very important. So, you know, but, you know, almost. They do, in fact, keep me very well fed, and I fucking appreciate it, you know. So I am very happy to share a Slurpee. Plus, you know, not to be giving away other people's personal lives or whatever, you know, but her daughter just came home from the hospital today on Mother's Day. You know, it was a pretty good Mother's Day to come home from the hospital. And, you know, so I thought, you know, have a Slurpee. Have a fucking Slurpee. You will have this fucking Slurpee. Nice ball, Mr. Dragon, and you will like it, you know. You will have a fucking Dragon Ball Slurpee, and you will like it. You know, I wonder if that's what that's supposed to be, is, you know, like Dragon Ball. I wonder if that was a Dragon Ball Z. Maybe that was a Dragon Ball PP. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just like blabbering a boot or whatever they do. And yeah, scooty, scoot, scoot, scoot. And that's what we do. Bump, bump. I always hit that bump. I've traveled this road like 150 times, and I always hit it. So anyway, thanks for riding along. I'll see you babies in the next one. Love you. Bye.